Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. So I posted a poll on my fitness Instagram page on my story that I was going to be doing a Q&A for my next YouTube video, which is this one. And then I put up one of those like Instagram things, like ask me questions, and I've already gotten a couple questions, so let's get started. Okay, the first question I got, they asked, how do I get a bigger bottom? This can go like a lot of ways, but honestly, like you need to eat like a lot of food, like figuring out like the appropriate calories for you, your macros, your fats, protein, and carbs are super important if you want to grow your bottom half, and your overall body plays a part in that too. So like when you're wanting to grow a bigger bottom, which like everyone wants to do, I mean, I want to do it, I'm still doing it, I'm trying to, you have to make sure your caloric intake is the right amount for your body type, your age, your gender, your height, your weight, all of that. And also it depends on how much you work out and the intensity of your workouts. So what that means is like basically what do you do for your workouts. So like for growing a bigger bottom half, focusing on compounds like squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, those are really big, important compounds, I would say, for your lower half. And they've helped me grow like more muscle in my lower half too, as well as my upper half, because the squats and the deadlifts are an overall body workout, I would say. But still, they still can target your glutes a lot and all of your lower half. Like I said, focusing on those compounds is super big. And there's also so much other stuff you can do for lower body workouts. And just making sure you're doing those and working on progressive overload within those compounds is so important, because you want to be able to up that weight slowly and in the right way with the correct form, of course. Like focusing on those compounds and focusing on doing your lower body workouts the right way and the most effective way, and just eating like a lot of food that your body needs so you can grow. Carbs are super important for your lower half. So yeah, I would say that's how you would grow your lower half. I mean, that's basically what I do, so yeah. Okay, for the next question, it was, how do I stay consistent in eating healthy? So for this, honestly, like this is something I struggled with like throughout a lot of my, not all of my life, but these past like couple years probably. I would try to like start a diet and then it just wouldn't work. So like restricting food is really, I realize that I can't do that to myself. Stay consistent in eating healthy. Honestly, it's all about balance. You want to make sure you prioritize your, like I said in the for the first question, you want to make sure you're prioritizing your proteins, carbs, and fats. Prioritizing those 3 macros are so important in staying consistent, because they are filling. It meets your body's needs for when you have your hunger cues, and you don't want to eat empty calories. Like, not saying you can't eat like chips and pizza and stuff like that, but those are empty calories and you will not get full off of that. Like, let's say you eat a bag of chips. Yeah, you might be full for like an hour, but like maybe an hour and a half later, you're gonna get hungry. Making sure you're eating like the proper calories and not calories that are just like empty and not full of like vitamins, nutrients, all that kind of stuff is so important, because that will help balance your hunger and help balance like your overall health. And honestly, just like developing like a plan for like what you're gonna eat throughout the day. Like obviously you don't have to plan everything out like right as you wake up. I just try to prioritize those 3 macros in every meal. And then I have like some snacks throughout the day. But I track my food, I track my calories, I track my macros, because I want to make sure I'm hitting all those. And so tracking is not for everyone. I will say that. You definitely do not have to do that to reach your goals or to find that healthy like diet. And once you've tracked for a while, you kind of have good knowledge on how many calories are in a type of food and what the macros are for them. So you just kind of get like a good idea of like your food and what you're putting into your body. Restricting yourself on food is not good for a lot of people, including people like me who have struggled with an eating disorder. So just finding that proper balance of your foods is really important too. Like I said, like not restricting yourself on anything, and just finding the proper balance. Like you can do like the 80-20 rule, 80% like focus on, you know, the 3 macros, and then 20% you can have like your little sweets or your little treats. So yeah, the 80-20 rule is really beneficial too. I started doing that kind of before I started tracking my food, and that even started to help me. But once I started really tracking my food, I've been able to see so much progress, and I've been lifting more than I ever have. So yeah, I would say just be mindful of what you're eating. Okay, this next question is, what is the most underrated compound? This is actually really tricky. I think hip thrusts. Hip thrusts are insane. The pump they give you, for me, I've been able to lift a lot of weight in my hip thrusts, and I feel like those add to glute growth so much. Like, don't be afraid to do hip thrusts. Get out of your head. Like, no one's watching you in the gym. I know, because I used to think that. Like, just do you. Like, that's a great freaking compound to do. Like, hip thrusts, fire. Just like the pump is so good after, and just like hip thrusts are just such a good compound, I think. And I think I think that's what's underrated to me, because I see people squatting and deadlifting all the time, and there's other compounds. Hip thrust, add those into your workout, guys, please. Like, you'll thank me later, I promise. The next question I got is, why do you love Gymshark so much? Guys, I don't know. The way it makes me feel is just like unimaginable. I can't even put it into words. I love all their stuff, even the men's stuff. I always shop from the men's section. So many Gymshark athletes, like Libby, she posts that she buys the men's shorts, and they look so good on her. I haven't bought any yet, but I think I'm going to. Like, she really convinced me. Their stuff, it's so cute. It fits me really good. I think it fits everyone so well. Like, no matter what size you are, everyone looks freaking fantastic in it. I love how they have like diversity throughout their athletes and their models. Like, I just think it's so cool. And the fact that a guy thought of it, he like developed the whole Gymshark idea in his garage, like, because that just goes to show that no matter how old you are or what you do or what grade you're in, do anything, because if you don't let anyone get in your way, and I hope one day to be a Gymshark athlete. I've been trying so hard for so long. Tag them in all my posts. You guys see that I started this YouTube channel because I know all their athletes like have a YouTube channel, and I love watching it. So I wanted to start one because I wanted to try to get their attention even more through my YouTube page. I try to connect with like the athletes and just put up content for you guys too, and just kind of like sharing my story and everything, like raising awareness for mental health. That's so important to me too. I love Gymshark. It's just so cute. Like, I wear it all the time. Gymshark. Okay, for this next question, the person asked, what is one of the most toughest challenges you have faced throughout your fitness journey? This is hard because there's been a lot of hardships I've gone through. I think one of the toughest things for me is not going back to my old habits, which would be like restriction, not eating, feeling guilty for having like sweets or treats, working out on days when my body needs rest. I would say those were really bad habits I had formed. I held on to them for a really long time. It's hard to break a habit, and it's hard. Like, you know, some days I just feel so tired, but you just have to find like the right balance between working out and giving your body rest, because if you overwork yourself, it's not worth it, guys, I promise. But now I love it, and just finding that proper balance is so important for your overall physical and overall mental health. Just not going back to those old habits of mine has probably been one of the hardest things, because, you know, it's something that will probably always live in the back of my mind, and something I will always remember and think of. But it's taught me so much too. It's what I want to do. It's what I'm striving for. I mean, it's hard and it's not easy to start, I must say that, but you got to start somewhere, no matter where that is. It can be a very challenging thing I think about on a day-to-day basis, just those old habits. So yeah. Okay, the next question that was asked, they asked, did any specific individual influence you to start your fitness journey, or did you kind of just start on your own? So I would say I just kind of started on my own. I played soccer for like all my life, and I just recently stopped playing. It's almost been a year now, I think. And I was not happy. That's when I had my eating disorder, and everything. I was low on energy because I wasn't eating, and I was just sick and tired of it. I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I wanted to find happiness. I couldn't find the right balance in my life for workout and food and social life. So I would say I definitely started it myself. There was definitely people that helped me to get going and really start like my whole fitness page and everything. I would say I was influenced by like the Gymshark athletes and people at the gym and past coaches and teammates. Yeah, I mean, I've talked to people before I had started it. When I talked to it was like, it's such a good idea to start a fitness page and everything. So I did it. I was tired of feeling the way I did, and I just finally went for it after a long time. So yeah. Okay, so the next question that was asked is, what's your motivation to train other people? Honestly, God, I need to stop saying honestly. I want to help people that have struggled with the same things that I have, and even people that maybe haven't gone through what I have. But I just want to make awareness of like mental health when it comes to finding that good and proper balance between working out and eating, teaching people right from wrong in the gym, like form and everything, and just helping people develop like that healthy relationship with the gym and with food. And I feel like it's just such a fun lifestyle to live when you are doing it right. So I just want to be able to teach people how to do it right and just help people out. Like I've received help myself, and it's just allowed me to find happiness and really grow in my physical and mental health. So I just want to be able to help people do that as well. Okay, next question. Someone asked where I'm located. Well, see, I'm not going to disclose that information because it's kind of private. But I will say I live in California. But that's all I'm going to say. I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. There was a few questions that I got to answer, and it was fun. I don't know if you guys like videos of people just talking. For me, it just kind of depends on what the person's talking about. I was gonna post a video of like my story, but I feel like this kind of like explains a good amount of it, so I'm just gonna leave this one here. You guys finally get to see my hair done with and not being up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on those notifications for when I'm gonna be posting next, and I will see you guys very shortly. Bye.